Rodgers, Persuasion Matters, helping others understand why your way is best.
So, what are keys to effective acknowledgement statements? Well, in our art of persuasive communication model, we talked briefly about acknowledgement statements. And these are statements that, when faced with a difficult persuasion situation, they can be crucial to your effectiveness because they psychologically prepare your target to receive new information from you. And not unimportantly, they build in some response time for you. The best acknowledgement statements have the following elements. And the first is ingratiation. Have you ever ordered in a restaurant only to have the waiter respond with, "Excellent choice," kind of as he nods and smiles at you? Well, of course you have. And of course you know that when he's saying that to you, he's saying the same thing to everybody else in that restaurant. But do you know, instead of being offended that, he's giving you kind of the routine, there's something in the deep, dark recesses of your gray matter that kind of flashes, "Hey, it is a good choice, isn't it?" Now, not only do you feel better about your order, but you feel better about your waiter for framing it as such. See, humans find compliments irresistible, and so will your targets when you start your acknowledgement statement with a comment like, "Great question," "Good point," or "Excellent insight." Now, your comment should be authentic, it should be honest, it should be polite, and no need to be effusive here. Simpler is better. The next component of a great acknowledgement statement is movement. Like a Harley-Davidson motorcycle gracefully slicing through an S-curve on a winding mountain road, a great acknowledgement statement subtly moves your target to a more amenable position through thought process modeling. For example, if a person you're speaking with says, "Your idea is way too expensive," you may respond with, "Great point. And I know exactly how you feel, because at one time I too felt that it was expensive, but I found out some things that changed my mind, and they might change yours." When you tell another person that you know how they feel, you've put yourself in their position, on their side of the fence. The word "felt" is past tense, so now you've communicated that you've had a change of heart. And like the smooth shifting of a 6-speed constant mesh transmission, the word "found" just effortlessly moves you to your points of justification. You can certainly use other phrasing. It doesn't matter if you say happy or if you say glad. Just make sure that you have these movement components in your statement. And finally, the last thing that a great acknowledgement statement should have is you should tell your listener that you have 3 reasons why you feel as you do. See, we love to hear things in threes. 2 seems too few, 4 seems too many. Plus, when you say to someone that you've got 3 reasons for something, they will listen more closely. Why? Well, because we love lists. And by the way, you will instantly and dramatically increase your credibility with them. Why? Well, because in a nanosecond, they are going to think, "Wow, well, here's somebody who knows what they're talking about. They even have 3 reasons." So, putting it all together, for example, if someone were to say something like, "Well, look, your idea is just way too expensive," you can respond with, "Great point. And I know exactly how you feel, because at one time I felt it was expensive too. But I found out some things that changed my mind, and they might change yours. There are really 3 compelling reasons why this solution makes sense." Now, there's more to it, and we'll go over those ideas in other programs. But for now, simply understand and internalize the psychological power of a great acknowledgement statement.
Mark Rodgers, Persuasion Matters, helping others understand why your way is best.